Like, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, this is just... I feel like Soldier of Fortune style streams, like, yeah, okay. So I was just saying, like, before this all, like, kind of blew up, while, like, you want to steal Overseer to start pumping out as quickly as possible, I think we just want Master to start dishing out more damage, especially because Master plus Gal Blast is a really high tempo play. So I'd rather go for Master of Ethereum here. Oh, my opponent has disconnected too. Dear God. Like, I think those lines kind of sum it up. It's like, Walloop has lost connection, join, play Spire, has lost connection. It's like, wow. Oh man. Ugh. So yeah, today is chat day basically because we have like tons of time to chat between all the downtime. So yeah. If you had any questions you wanted to ask me, this is a really great time. Yeah. No, it's just been... Yeah. Oh, cool. My opponent came back. Okay. So, we have Gal Blast, so I'm going to just attack for one, and yeah, it's all good. Right, so opponent shouldn't have anything. But yeah, if they're playing Oath of Nissal, they probably... You're right. They probably have Saheeli. This is a really rare card to... They could play it as a Green Ponder. I don't think that's that bad. If your deck's like Fort of Mana. But like, playing Oath means you're not playing Coco. You might play Core, but not Collected. One piece of advice for someone taking Magic more seriously in 2018. Oh, yeah, you were right about Cobra. Let's see. I think you need to find a team of people. I think that's like basically priority number one is finding a team of people that you can confide and trust in. Because that's what's going to lead you to having the best possible year. Because there's so many team tournaments, and I think having good players is critical. By the way, on this turn, I could Gal Blast end of turn, but I think tempo-wise it's fine. And if we draw Plating, I want to kill this. But I'm probably going to want to kill this Cobra. But yeah. They have Eldrazi, Evolution, and a couple of Chords. If they have Chord in their deck, then I don't want to kill this Cobra because they could tap out. So, let's see. It would be... Because right now it'd be 4 mana. 5 mana with this, but if I can respond with Gal Blast to the fetch land, it's okay. It's alright. Ornithopter is pretty sweet. It pumps our Master. He plays Mage too. Yeah. Okay, so... right, we're playing the Steel Overseer to just pump our Master. Right, so our opponent's plan is probably to block the Master with Bird. Then they're going to fetch land to court for 2, something important, and then we're gonna kill it. We're gonna kill this Cobra before this happens. So our opponent's gonna like they don't even sack their fetch land. Okay, this is interesting. Because they didn't sack their fetch land. That's actually a really interesting play. Because like now I could kill this Cobra and it's not a problem. They also play Eldritch Evolution. This is actually a really interesting turn. Like, because my opponent... We're on turn 3. This game has been, like, so many spells that, like, I fought my opponent list on land drop. Yeah, they don't have Chord because they would have run it here. This is actually really hard sequence, like... Because I could keep... They don't have Chord? Okay, they have Eldritch Evolution. What do they actually play? Like, there's not many decks... When you play online... Sorry. When you play online, I think it's important to know what you're playing against, so I do research. Like, in real life, you can't. So it could simulate that for you, but I think we're just hurting ourselves by doing so. Okay, so we have white, blue, red, green. They play Eldritch Evolution, and some of them play Chords, some don't. Okay, so they have 4 Cobras. They could Evolution into Felidar Guardian, Sigarda Herons. Yeah, they can't Evolution into the big stuff. So I'm kind of tempted to pre-board. I think pre-board we should just kill this Cobra now. Like, I think killing this Cobra is our highest equity play. And my opponent definitely agrees with me on that one. That's definitely high equity when your opponent concedes. Yeah, like, I mean, they could have still won. I don't think I would have conceded there, because you could still win, but they are in dire strait. Yeah, I don't think they should have conceded there. If they have Saheeli Felidar, which they probably do, they could always, like, play Felidar, block with Meddling Mage, and then combo. I'm not saying it's likely, I'm saying it's possible. I think it's a mistake to, you know, not do that. And that explains why there's 4 oaths, right? We can blink it with Felidar, and it's good value. Okay, so what do we want against them? Spellpierce obviously awful. Dispatch is pretty good because they have a ton of huge creatures. Thoughtseize is okay. Bloodmoon would be okay, but they have Lotus Cobra and Birds of Paradise, so not very good. Grudges seem terrible. Aether Grid seems good though. They have they have those Cobras. Edge Champion's good. I think Master's bad because they're gonna board in a bunch of Artifact Destruction. It is good against Stony Silence, but yeah, Master is like really easy for them to deal with post-board, I suspect. Cage stops Eldritch Evolution. It also stops Sun Titan, but they're gonna board in Artifact Hate, so it's a lot worse than it would be. I don't think I want to board in Cage because yeah, if it just stops like Evolution, it's not good enough. They board in Stony, but that's about it. And I think it's like. They were going to board in 2 Stonies, which they have no way to get, so I'm not going to board these in. I'm just going to hope to dodge Stony. I think these are good with the Aether Grids. Mendelites are awful because they have tons of small creatures. Welding Jar is pretty good because they have a bunch of their Artifact Destruction. Like, we'll get Jar, so Jar is good. I'm pretty sure Past is good. What else do I want to cut? We're on the. We can cut a land. They have Path though, right? 1 second. I'm gonna read Frank Karsten's guide. Any 1-cost creature. We can cut like I guess Signal Pest. We'll have less of like nut draw, so we can cut the 17th land when we're on the draw. We have a lot of colored cards, so I'm not cutting the Glimmer Void. I'm gonna cut this Blinkmoth Nexus. Right, okay, cool. Somebody was noticing that they think I'm cutting lands a lot. It's not necessarily true, it's just yeah, okay, so this hand has turn 1 Overseer with like protection. So I'll keep it for that reason. And it can like pump these. It's really bad against Stony Silence. Which means that like game 2 I'm probably gonna like remove 1 of the Overseers for the 17th flame. I think we have to keep. It's not the best hand, like, it's a really bad hand against Stony, but it's okay against pretty much everything else. Because, like, we can protect against everything that isn't Path. Dispatch is pretty okay. Right, so you start with Welding Jar. Oh, I don't have an artifact. I can't turn 1. I'm an idiot. I can't turn 1 Overseer. That was... I wonder how much we lose here value-wise. Not so much. Is my opponent gonna like destroy this Welding Jar? Right, so yeah, I can play this Vault Scourge. But I can't really do much else, sadly. We have Dispatch up though, that's pretty nice. Yeah. We do have Dispatch, but we only 3 cards, so I'll probably like Dispatch a Lotus Cobra if it gets played, or Meddling Mage. It depends what the Meddling Mage names. I don't care about Meddling Mage when it doesn't name a card I care about. Right, so they have Stony, no Voice. Well, I'm not even sure. I don't think Voice is good against Affinity, right? Like, it seems really weak. Because, like, okay, it protects your combo, I guess, but... Box Opal? Okay, that draw is horrifically bad. Let's play... Spire... Oh, wait, 1 second. I don't want to use the Opal to deal 1 damage. I don't think that's a good use of my Opal. So I'm just going to play Overseer here and attack for 1. I could Dispatch the Voice, but I don't think I should. If my opponent makes an Elemental, that's kind of frustrating, but it's not the end of the world. Right, so... Like, yeah, what is this doing? It's attacking me for 2. It's preventing me from, like, interacting at instant speed. Which I guess post board is okay, but like I'm still like a value creature like Cobra I still want to kill. Oh my god, the New Year joke's already starting. Okay, so they don't have Lotus Cobra, that's good to know. They take 2 damage. What is this, Renegade Rallier? No, blue-white. Okay, this is something else. Reflector Mage. This is super bad. They only play like 1 copy of Mage, right? Yeah, that was unfortunate. They might board in 1 more though. No, they don't. Okay, they literally just have 1 copy. Like, it's a shame it was Reflector Mage because like every other creature we could have dealt with. Okay, we drew Nexus. So I'm just gonna animate this Blink off with. Yeah, Nexus is fine. I have no plans to block, and it seems really bad to do so, so... Pretty obviously, so yeah. Okay, we're gonna tap at least 2. Yeah, Reflector Mage was bad, because like Welding Jar protects my Overseer. It's fine, it happens. Like, we're giving our opponent tons of time. It's because I miscalculated that Overseer wasn't castable on turn 1. It would still have been hard to mulligan the hand, because any 0 would have made it, and a Springleaf Drum might have. No, it's mana neutral. Okay, so Reclamation Sage. This should kill the Welding Jar. There's no reason to knock it to kill something else. 100% this should target the Welding Jar. There's just no point in targeting something else. Like, why? Why are you giving me the choice? Like, what's the point? Oh my god. Like, because like, now I can choose. I can go like, well, you know, this Vault Scourge, you know, it's not that great. Okay, I'll lose it. Whatever. I'll keep this Welding Jar for my Steel Overseer. Sure, you got it. Now I have Welding Jar for like something else. Why are you giving me the choice? There's no point. Like, look at how horrible this is for my opponent. Oh man. Okay, we only have... yeah, okay, so... we need to play an artifact and then I can add mana. Yeah. We're gonna play both here. They want me to have... No, but right, but like I can choose that, right? Like there's no, like my opponent doesn't have the information that I have. Like the disparity there is super high. So here I would what would I do? Do I lose to Shahili? Not really. I think I'm gonna just play this Vox Opal in case to animate one of these lands. It doesn't. Yeah, I'll keep this one. Yeah, I think having the open mana in case I need like Metalcraft is good. Like my opponent could just kill the Welding Jar, and there's just no cost to them. Like, because like okay, like think of like PV literally wrote an article on this recently. Like, okay, let's say you target like the Welding Jar. What can I do? Nothing. Okay, the Welding Jar's good. Let's say you target any other permanent, and I decide that permanent is important. I save a Welding Jar, so it's the same line as if you had done the Welding Jar. And then I decided, actually, you know what? I don't need this card, so I'm just gonna lose it. So you're like, well, now I have to face this Welding Jar. Like, what happens if my opponent has like Acidic Slime from their deck? Like, by deciding to not kill the Welding Jar, like now if they like, what's it called? Eldritch Evolution. They could like they can't get Acidic Slime. And they also have Kataki, I guess. Yeah. It's just, yeah, I don't know. Like, by the way, I'll gladly give my opponent an elemental if it gets rid of a Static Caster or actually no, Static Caster I can deal with, like Kataki. Actually, do I need to? I don't need to do that because like I have 4 artifacts, so I can just like pay for Kataki and then kill it on my turn. Right. Okay. So my opponent Eldritch Evolutions their voice. That's fine. Yeah, it's okay. I did like say something about my opponent having the voice, but it's okay because like I think that was mean because like you know like they may not have a card to replace voice, so that's fair. Like, there might just not be cards you can board in instead of place. And it's okay with Eldritch Evolution. So that was wrong with me. I shouldn't have said that. I was wondering why we kept it in. I think the Sage play was 100% wrong, though. Right, so they get Kotaku. So, well, now that there's no voice, I'm definitely going to dispatch this Kotaku. Right, so dispatch Kotaku. Right, so there's no Kotaku, because that's awful for us. We have Fotzies here, which is pretty cool. I'm actually going to Fotzies now, before anything else. But yeah. Right, like, look at this acidic slime they have in hand. Look at how irrelevant it is. Like, it's total irrelevant, because we have this, like, welding jar. Yeah, like, this is what I mean. Like, just don't make that mistake, please. Like, if I have 100% the choice as to what to do, don't do that. Like, there's no... Yeah, so, like, now, the Renegade Rallier is actually a juicier target than the Acidic Slime, because the Acidic Slime costs my opponent a turn, and they probably just lose to, like, my damage. I'm actually gonna take the Renegade Rallier, because I think it's more of a problem than Acidic Slime. It's kind of nuts. To be fair, actually, I have to think about this, because I can, like, animate both lands, but then one dies, so I might have to still take the Acidic Slime anyways, but, like, because it kills a land, not because it, yeah, not because, it, like, I have the Welding Jar, but yeah, they could just kill a land if it's tapped out. I could also not swing for Infect, but that just seems wrong, because 2-3-4 is lethal with Infect damage. No, it's not lethal. I would need one more. But we have Blink Moth Nexus, so I gotta take the Slime, even though my opponent could rally or voice. I think it's fine. Right, so take the Slime. So animate this. Yeah. Animate Inkmoth. And I need to think if I attack with Edge Champion or not, but it's potentially a lot of damage coming back, so I'm happier just attacking with these for now. I'll show you 1 second. How much should we take? We can't take more than... This is for 7. If our opponent has Rallier, then it would be 9. We're 12. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then next turn, it's exactly 7. Yeah, I should attack with everything here. It's possible I shouldn't attack with Nexus to be able to animate it in case my opponent can break Narrowcraft. That was, like, probably the consideration I should have had. I should definitely animate this to put a counter, but maybe I shouldn't attack with it. Because, like, now, unless my opponent has a haste creature, okay, they don't. I don't think they have, like, a haste creature that can win in that scenario. Sorcho. But yeah. But they had that Acidic Slime and they couldn't play that turn. So, yeah. So, like, I mean, I took it with Fotzies, but they could have played that turn if I didn't have Welding Jar. So that was, like, a huge mistake from my opponent. Because, like, they ended up losing to the Steel Overseer that they had no business losing to, and that they also knew about. That's the part that, like, is incredible, is they knew about it. I'm gonna start bashing on my opponent. I think Magic's too hard anyways. Like, I think it's better, like, to improve with general philosophies, because there's so many games of Magic in so many situations. So, like, things like PV's rule, where you don't give your opponent a choice, are very good philosophies, because they improve a ton of your matches. Like, they improve your limited game, they improve your modern game, they improve everything. So that's why you should, like, really, like, espouse those things. It's because they're good in a wide variety of situations. And also, if I kept drawing Mox Opals in my opening hand like this, I should definitely, like, play Affinity more. That said, this hand is not a keep. It's incredibly explosive, but it has no payoff. I'm pretty sure this is, like, a mulligan based on Frank's advice. Like, if like, we needed, like, I think if any non-Inkmoth Nexus card was, like, a big card, even, like, a Signal Pest here I would keep, because it's so explosive. I would, like, even keep, like, Signal Pest over the second opal. I don't think I can keep this, though, because, like, my opponent could easily deal with this, because it doesn't do much. So we'll mulligan. Sadly, it's... Man, I love these double opal hands. Yeah. Okay, well, we have to keep this. the basic mountain, of course, teasing us. We can play the Signal Pest this turn. We can't overseer turn 1, right? Yeah, we don't have. We have to. 1 second. Yes. No, I'm missing an artifact. So if I make this into an artifact, it's like, okay, well, we'll keep this. Citadel. We already have like 2 lands and an opal, so I'm gonna have to decline Citadel. Next turn, I can activate the Nexus. So that's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. So, yeah. So. Blink Ball, Signal Pest. I'm not even going to play the Opal here. There's no point, really. Unless they chalice us for 0. That'd be actually totally insane. 1 second. Chalice for 0. I think it's more likely that our opponent is on any kind of removal deck or Thoughtseize deck than a chalice for 0 deck. If they like chalice us for 0, that's a totally acceptable risk. Because it's super unlikely. Compared to giving them the information that they should kill this pest now. Because like right now they may not be caring about this pest, especially with basic planes. A for Vile planes again, okay. Why do I keep drawing the basic Mountain against these plain A for Vile decks? Come on. I can't like understate how bad it is. If I could have turned 1 Overseer, yeah, I probably would have kept the Citadel on top because like turn 1 Overseer is a lot more powerful, but because we had Blink Moth too. Because like you could animate Blink Moth and boost Signal Blast and Blink Moth, so I probably would have, yes. Okay, so we play Ink Moth Nexus, Mox Opal. We animate this with Ink Moth. And then I remember that that does nothing. So it was just a very fancy way of animating an Ink Moth for no reason. And like telling our opponent that we don't have an instant. I gotta also attack with a Signal Pest, but whatever. I could have like cast a Signal Mox Opal, I guess, for damage here. But that was bad. Okay. So like I just did not bluff to my opponent that I had a removal spell. That's like the cost of that play. It's still like a cost, but it could be worse, of course. Okay, they're on humans. Okay, that's much more acceptable. It's not an easy matchup by any stretch, by the way. Like, especially with this draw. But it's much more acceptable to have that had this mountain. Yeah, I knew myself twice. It's fine. Okay, they take the Mox Opal. That's fine. Yeah. The most important part of this bad play, though, is I did not lose damage. Losing damage is unacceptable. I don't think I lost damage there. Because I had to cast the Overseer. So it's fine. Okay, it's fine. Yeah. Okay, we'll play this mountain because they know about it. I don't think I want to cast this from this turn. I'd rather just pump everything. But we can attack. That way we can attack with... Yeah, okay, so... Animate. We're not going to cast her on this turn. Okay. Animate. They have Vile on 1. Yeah. They have Vile on 1. I don't know what else to say. Right, so now we just attack. They block the Signal Pest, and then, yeah. They might, like, drop a 1 with this Vile, but it's okay. Okay, that's really good news when they don't Vile 1 there. But it's not good news, like, in terms of, like, they probably have, like, a lot of lands. That's what it tells me. Lands are free, high impact free, so it's kind of rough, but... Yeah, this turn they should play Reflector Mage, and then next turn they should play Mantis Strider. If they have access to both those cards. If they have either of those cards, they should cast either of those cards. Like, 100%, you should be playing Reflector Mage here. Yeah, they don't have Champion, you're right, because they would have triggered, so they could only have Hierarch. Hierarch would still be awkward this early. I'm gonna skip this song.
Gotta be clever. Play them at their own game. First thing is to get Joey running again.
Let's skip that. The first thing is to get Joey running again, apparently. Make Joey run again. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we're getting Reflector Mage here. This is 100% for sure the correct play. There's just no way this is incorrect. Now the problem is like Signal Pest could die to double freebooter. And I'm definitely gonna see if that's the case if my opponent attacks. They could also have Folly's Lieutenant, so attacking becomes like really not free. If they attack, that'd actually make my life like super easy. Oh my god, yes, thank you. Thank you. I don't have to think. This is so much better for me. Not thinking is great. I'm not saying that like they're wrong to attack, it's just much easier. Like, if they don't have it, they don't have it. Like, it's fine. Like, I can understand, like, missing 1 damage in a matchup that's often just a pure race is a mistake. Okay, so this is probably Thalia? Maybe Dark Confidant or Meddling? Oh, Meddling Maid? Well, you could wait on Meddling Maid, but I think, yeah, Thalia makes the most sense. Okay, so... Well, we're gonna cast this Midnight. Yeah, blocking the Pest is probably still better. I agree. Right. Well, we're not gonna play Drum since that's just bad for us. So we're just gonna animate this Nexus. And then we're gonna animate this Nexus. And we're gonna attack. I could, like, yeah, next turn... Oh, that's a really cool line. So, one second. I'll do this attack and then I'll just say what Diretti's Monster Spaghetti did, which is a really cool... like, it's a neat trick that you should know, I guess, if you play the Affinity. Right, okay, so that's what it is. He's basically saying he likes to activate Overseer and then, without passing priority, activate the Creature Lance. So that there's no way for your opponent to respond by killing the Overseer. Which I thought was a really cool little trick. I think it's like, because like it's basically strictly better to do it, so I 100% agree with that line. That was actually a really good spot. I'll do that from now. So like basically, you activate Overseer and then you activate the lands in response. This has to be Mantis Rider, which is not good for us. Because this is only a 2/2 sadly. Mantis Rider is super awkward for us. Whatever, Reflector Mage. No, Meddling Mage? Okay. So your name's still Overseer? Yeah. Yeah, but like these stack tricks are important to know. He's not tapping out this turn because he has Rider. But we could draw into Galv Blast. Rider's like Vigilant. Yeah, still Overseer's correct. Like I know it could pump into a 4/free, which would be lethal, but this Mantis Rider kind of puts a massive kink in that plan. Right, so you attack with like the ground creatures too, because this Midnight's not exactly stopping anything. Should definitely attack with all the ground creatures. No. For sure, this should not come in, and this should come in. For sure, these two are the wrong way around. Just draw perfect. Even if I draw perfect, I can't kill my opponent this turn because I would have to... Like, yeah, I draw the Nut Galv Blast, but there's a Thalia, so I can put my opponent to, like, 9 infects, but I can't kill them. It's still the right card to kill. There's no doubt in my mind about that. Yeah, just... But then, yeah, so then the hard question becomes, do I attack with Ink Moth or Blink Moth Nexus? That's actually a really tough question. We definitely want to Galv Blast this. I can't imagine a world where we don't do that. I think Ink Moth is better, because it threatens lethal very quickly. They have Violet free though, so like any Reflector Mage is just a kind of semi-joke. Right, so here we attack with these two. Yeah. I still don't understand why my opponent attacked with Freebooter. Yeah, 13 is a lot of life compared to 4. They have 1 card in hand too, so that card isn't Reflector Mage, we're in great business. Obviously getting the Mox Oval back isn't a high priority. It's because our opponent clock is not that fast because they declined to attack a few times for some reason. Like, they could have easily dealt some damage with this Reflector Mage. Sure, Dark Confidant is actually perfect here. So now we need to draw a removal spell for Freebooter. There's only Free Golf Blast. That would be like unreal lucky. Otherwise, we win in 2 turns. Look, if you feel like this shouldn't attack for some reason, that's totally okay with me. I'm on board. If they have Reflector Mage, they kind of played us like a fiddle. But we do have this second Inkmoth Nexus, which I'd rather not show it right now. I'd rather just attack. Do we have to even attack with Signal? Let's see. This is a lot of damage because we're at 9. I don't think the Midnight should attack. Well, obviously that shouldn't. I'm just thinking about the Signal Pest, like if it even needs to attack. Our opponent can't draw Phallus Lieutenant because they have free. I think just attacking. We could attack with. Let's see. Our opponent's at 12. If we attack with Nexus, both Nexi, and put our opponent to. This would be free damage with Signal Pass. 9. That's best. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna like animate the Nexus and attack. I think that's the right line. And then we have Blink Moth to defend. Like this is lethal. Yeah, I think this is fine. Just attack with this Nexus. We're not gonna win on damage. We have, the second Ink Moth 100% makes me do this too. Right, so do this, and then we can like do something about this Thalia too, since we have Midnight Pest to block it, or the Meddling Mage actually. Right, so our opponents forced to block with Freebooter, unless they like dying randomly. Okay. They also have Confidant, but they take so little damage on average off it. Okay, so then we play the second Nexus. I guess I could play this drum, since I never want to animate this the Inkmoth Nexus. So we could play drum, and that keeps my no, the drum does nothing. Just pass. Yeah, just pass. It's fine. Right. Right. So now. Yeah, not attacking for damage with this. I mean, it's nice. Now we can pump itself, right? We can just animate it and then, yeah, block. Yeah, that's great. So this, like, kills a Thalia or Meddling Mage that attack. Right, so you don't put your charge counter because that would be insane. And then we see... Oh, come on. Really? That's okay. We have 2 Inkmoth. Our opponent played a land, so... Yeah, we can't... Unless our opponent literally drew Kitesail Freebooter or a Mantis Rider on top of this Reflector Mage, we're fine. Oh, great. We got to the Mega Man X music, which I deliberately put because we're on Affinity. Clearly we should listen to our Robot Overloads. This is actually one of the longest game ones I've done. Like, this is one of the more interesting game ones. So. Lieutenant... We win. Nothing beats us now. This Lieutenant is just game over, basically. Our opponent could have put us, I think, to 5 with this. I think they would have still lost, because we could have blocked free creatures and lived. But they would have given themselves a fighting chance. Actually, with Reflector Mage... Okay, so this second Nexus stopped us from dying. So that was actually... Yeah, because if our opponent had attacked us twice with Mage, we'd be at 5. Then they attack us, they like Reflector Mage whatever, like a creature, and then we only have 2 blockers, and we take lethal. So yeah, our opponent screwed up by not attacking with Mage a bunch more. Right, like, I mean, yeah, sure. Right, so I can animate this Nexus to not die. Right, so do that. And then I'll kill the Meddling Mage, I guess. No. Yeah. Like, what are they supposed to do here? I have more than enough blockers for my opponent's board. Did I screw up something? My opponent's at 9 infect. They're dead. We have like 2 Ink Moths, and I need to make sure we have enough artifacts to animate both, I guess. Yeah, so... Yeah, so... Well, the thing is, what is this? Free attackers? I only have to block 2 creatures here, right? So... I'll have... I can animate Enigmoth, and that gives me Battlecraft anyways, right? So... Like, as long as I have this Blinkmoth block, so... I want to block with Signal Pest and the Blinkmoth, because, like, if my opponent bounces Mem Knight, it's a 0. Oh, yeah. Why not block with Blinkmoth? Because it's a land, I guess, so we can animate both. I guess it's fair. Yeah, that's... Sorry, you're right. Yeah. You're right. Then there's nothing my opponent can do, since we have 4 lands. Yeah. It doesn't really matter. We can't lose. Okay, do this. Whatever. Expose this Blinkmoth to Reflector Mage, it's fine. Okay, so we go to free. Yeah. But our opponent's at 9 poison, so we win. Animate. But our opponent could have won this game by attacking with Reflector Mage twice, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, there we go. We were winning that game, it's fine. Aether Grid is great. Blood Moon is also... Blood Moon on the draw is not that great, but it's still worth it. They sometimes put in Stony Silence, but like, that's a really hard card to cast, so it's unlikely. This would get Aether Vial, but I don't like bringing Wear Tear, whatever. Thoughtseize could be okay because of Reflector Mage. I probably don't want it though, but I'll check. We don't... Dispatch might be okay. But Gout Blast kind of does its own. Mem Knight's obviously awful. I can cut one of these pests. I'm on the draw. So... I can probably cut... we can cut the Mountain. Since they're very unlikely to have Path. And we're on the draw. Masters are bad against Reflector Mage. Let's see here. I don't like necessarily all this. I think the Dispatch is fine. I never want 2 Thoughtseizes. Blood Moon, like, without Vial is... Like, if they don't have Vial, Blood Moon is actually incredible. I don't like it so much on the... Because you have also Aether Grid. I think on the play, I'd rather have 2 Thoughtseizes than this Blood Moon. On the draw, sorry. And then on the play, I'll reboard... I'll board Blood Moon. Yeah, I think that's it. Don't have the Blood Moon against them on the draw, and then on the play have it, because you can like Thoughtseize their Vial and then Moon. There's a lot. The sequences are much better, but we have to put back the land, so we'll have to figure that out. But I think this is fine, even though Blood Moon is pretty good against humans. Maybe I should have done it. It's just we're on the draw. They also have Thalia, which makes Blood Moon potentially cost 4. This hand is, I mean, it's fine. We're missing like an artifact to make this Opal insane, but it's fine. It's very unlikely that our opponent has Stony Silence, because Stony Silence is incredibly hard to cast. They might have like Reclamation Sage or something like that. That's like much more on the lines. Which makes the Aether Grid worse than it would be. Okay, this is my opponent's turn 1. I assume they're doing something in main phase 2. Okay, cool. Okay. Oh, Darksteel Citadel. Wow, that was like the last turn where this card would be good. And it was perfect. Right, so we go Darksteel, Mox Opal, Ornithopter, Steel Overseer. That was actually insane. That draw was just a nut. So yeah, Steel Overseer. That was just nuts. The next turn we can go Vault Scourge, Blinkmoth, Animate. Yeah, that's just like totally unreal. Then they could like Reflector Mage this and we Gape or Aether Grid like something. Yeah, that Darksteel Citadel was kind of perfect there. Except if our opponent plays Stony Suns, and it's awful. Oh, come on. No, 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 no. No Stony, no Stony, no Stony. I know we have a backup grid, but I'd rather not. Okay, this is like Kite Cell Freebooter. That's kind of awkward. Yeah, Freebooter is like pretty good here, because it gets the A for grid. By the way, if we had Plating or Overseer, that would actually have been like... If this was like a Plating, that would have been a super hard call because of this card. But I think you have to get the Overseer down first anyways. Right, so once we kill this, we just... Okay, right, we drew Plating. Plating's interesting, because it's obviously a card we want to cast in case they have a second Freebooter, but they won't be incentivized to play the second one because we just cast one card. So I think I'm better off going Blink Moth, Vault Scourge, and yeah, that's the better line, I think. Blink Moth, Vault Scourge. 1 second. We could not take damage. That seems better. Well, one further second. Yeah. So I assume not taking 2 damage is correct here. Because I could Opal, Scourge. I don't want to play Plating out here, but maybe that's wrong. I could like play Plating, it just doesn't have a board impact. I'd rather just play Scourge, Animate Nexus. Can I attack with Nexus? Probably not. Right. Wait. So I can play Scourge, then I Animate Nexus, and then I attack. Yes, that is by far the best line. Okay, so yes. Affinity, the deck that features more math than any other, basically. Okay, so make this into a creature. Yeah, attacking with Blink Moth is correct here. Right. I could attack with the Ornithopter here, but I can't attack with Blink Moth. I just played it. Oh well. So I took 2 damage for nothing. Ugh, that was bad. Should have thought about that. Taking 2 damage for nothing is not very good. If I lose by 2 life, I'm gonna regret a lot. It's fine. Next turn we have Plating, so our opponent has to mage this. Or Sage it. If they have Reclamation Sage, that's also very good. But they have to get rid of this. If they can. Mantis Rider is not gonna cut it here. Okay, blue. That's already a bad sign. White, okay. They paid for the Reflector Mage. It's Reflector Mage. Red, Mantis Rider. No, I got a counter. But like, I could have paid black for this and like not taken as much damage. So this is actually a harder turn because I could kill this Mantis Rider while my opponent's tapped out. If I accept to trade my Vault Scourge for it. But yeah, that's actually... Do I accept my opponent's trade or not? It's not... Like, Vault Scourge is super powerful with Overseer here. We already have like free creatures though. We're gonna gain back the life from this Plating, but I would rather the Plating be on the Ornithopter. Getting rid of Mantis Rider is super nice, especially while they don't have a mage. This is harder than it looks, because, let's see, next turn I can Plating this anyways. But then my opponent blocks, so it's the same trade, but I gain more life this way. I deal less damage. I think it's fine. I don't like... The humans' creatures are much more important on their side, because I have fewer ways to deal with them than they do mine. Okay, we're playing Ink Moth here. We're definitely playing Plating. Right, and now I will equip Plating to... I guess I'm gonna equip it to... No, I'll equip it to this Vault Surge. Right. And then I'll... attack. Right. Attack like this. Then, depending on how they block, I'll have to choose, because Inkmoth Nexus is super good with Plating. Okay, so that's actually a lot of information right there. This block is like a ton of information. The Nexus would be lethal, and this is double black, so I'm gonna animate this Inkmoth Nexus. Actually, wait, 2... Yeah, so we gain 10. Yeah, because right now this is +7. So if we want a one-shot, my line is correct. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so... Because like I can animate yeah, I think that's fine. That's fine. I could also like pump the Ink Moth with Blink Moth rather than moving the plating in my opponent block. Yeah, that's 100% the right line to boost the Ink Moth, because next turn I can boost it. And, yeah. But my opponent doesn't have Reflector Mage, I suspect, because I would have 100% Reflector Mage this rather than this card. Like Reflector Mage on this is so much more important than playing the Mantis Rider. The Rider has way less value. Like, yeah. Untapping with this card and activating like even once feels kind of broken. So I can't even imagine what it is to do it twice, really. It's unreal. Oh, man. Seems like the internet issues and all that have resolved, which is another great little aspect. That makes me super happy. I feel super bad about the... Like, I really appreciate the people that watch me through that awful internet connection and MTGO issues. Like, you guys are troopers, and I appreciate... Well, I appreciate everyone, but those were some dark times. Okay, what is this? Hostage, Peter, God. Okay. Okay, you get the plating, that's fair. Alright, so... Yeah, so my opponent got rid of plating with Hostage Shaker. Hostage Shaker there is super cool. I 100% approve of that play. Okay, I guess if you're not blocking with this, that's fine. Right, so now I have to think, because... Right. Alright, Signal Pest is interesting. Let me think here. Can I just activate both? But then, like... I think that's still the right line. One second, could I attack with Overseer? No, attack with Overseer is bad. It's less damage overall. And my opponent has Hostage Shaker. I think here we play Pest, double activate. That's the best line. Yeah. Okay, play Pest, double activate, attack with all 4. Our opponent's like tapped out. So like there was this cool trick where you could like activate Steel Overseer and like animate both and the counters go for sure. But I can't see my opponent like, you know, having an answer here. So I could have also like, I could accept that, like, I'm accepting here that the Mantis Rider eats one of my Nexi, because that's totally fine. Right, so... Attack. Right. So now my opponent has to block this Blink Moth, I'm pretty sure. So I think it was like correct earlier to not block the Mantis Rider. The way this developed, like, what I figured was like I really want to get this off the board, but then my opponent would have Reflector Mage, so that means my board is developing next turn most likely. Yeah, they have to eat this, and yeah, we just tick up. Yeah, we had Overseer for free turns. Basically, this came down to top decking Darksteel Citadel with Mox Opal in our hand and being turn 1, and then our opponent not having a Reflector Mage. Those two things happening made it the matchup swing in our favor. The match swing in our favor massively. If our opponent had Reflector Mage, this match would have been a lot closer. Since the Madness Rider would have been able to, like, they would have taken a lot less damage there and stuff. Right, so that was good. Yeah, turn 1 Overseer, and they didn't have Dismember or Reflector Mage was unreal. I think Reflector Mage would have been fast enough for them. They were just really unlucky we also had... Yeah. We're on the draw, let's see what we get. We've had some pretty insane hands so far, to be fair. This is on the marginal of playables. We get the basic Mountain again. We have Ink Moth, a 1-drop, and Ravagers. That usually would tell me to keep. So it's not super explosive, but it's incredibly resilient. I'm gonna keep because it's resilient. Like, they could Thoughtseize us, it's not that awful. We have lands. We could kill on turn 4 with Ink Moth and... Okay. Our opponent went Islands. Basic Island is a pretty rare one. We're gonna play the Scourge first here, but Basic Island means they might have Spreading Seas. So... I think because they might have Spreading Seas, we want to play this Mountain out. Yeah, let's play Mountain out, so if my opponent does have Seas, it's okay. And we'll play this Vault Scourge. If they have Spell Snare, we run into it, but Spell Snare like crushes us hard regardless, so whatever. Okay, so somebody asked what I think about the deck Counters Company or Absent Company. I thought it was okay when I ran it yesterday, or was it? It was yesterday or a day ago or something. I can't remember. It was literally yesterday, actually. Yeah. It was good. I think you have to have a lot of experience though with that deck. Like I was not doing it justice. I think the deck's fine. It's not really good against the way I think the current meta is like shaping out. Double Island usually means they're like on the Blood Moon style decks. So here, we're going to play... If they have Blood Moon and these creature lines, I'm not going to do much, so... I'm going to play Blink Moth, attack. And I might play Ravager rather than Overseer here. It's really rare for my opponent to have Electrolyze, but... They probably have Remand here. I'm okay with this, but if they have... Maybe I should have played Ravager, because like they're letting this resolve pretty quick. This isn't a good sign. Yeah, they're gonna Electrolyze though. I mean, Electrolyze Crusher us anyways, whatever. Blood Moon? Okay. Yeah. Blood Moon, yeah, they might as well play the Blood Moon out. Most likely it's hurting us more than them, so it's fine. Here we're gonna play Pest and Ravager. And then this Overseer is gonna make them larger. Yeah, Ravager with Overseer is totally unreal, though. Right. Yeah, like, that's why Blood Moon is not that great from Affinity, is like, you can already see the damage here. Like, our hand was pretty resilient, and now we got, like, 2 of the cards negated. Okay. That's fine, though. They can't cast Cryptic, which is a nice bonus. Right, so... I'm going to cast Ravager first in case they have Remand. They could have Anger. Yeah, Anger is okay. Okay. They could also have Through the Breach, but we win against that card. Right, so now... they could have Bolt Snap Bolt. So I want to attack first to kind of fish that out. Like, make sure that I get the Signal Press trigger. Right, and now we can just do this. I guess I could actually, I should have waited like for no blockers. This worked out well, but I should have waited for no blockers. Like, also, this is a reason like why the Through the Breach deck is so bad, is I'm at 25 and I can sack to 6 random permanents and it doesn't matter. This is why I think the Through the Breach deck was really not that great. I think Twin was fine because, like, if my opponent like went Splinter Twin here, they would have won. But like, because they're going Through the Breach Emrakul, they're not getting anywhere. They're on. Okay, so we're clearly not boarding in Blood Moon. That's much as sure. Silence is not very good. Spell Pierce is pretty good. I want Aether Gridge. Wear Tear, I don't want it either. I like the Edge Champion. Cage. Cage only stops Snapcaster. Oh, so yesterday was the day they collected company. So Counters Company. So it should be on Twitch video on demand. My spreadsheet, like, I am uploading to YouTube from time to time. I think I'll do the next upload like on the Tuesday or Wednesday or something. But like the video is available on my channel, like as a video on demand, so you can definitely find it. Yeah. Right. So against them, I really hate Mem. Actually, let me double check. You cut a card for Cage because of Snapcaster Mage. I guess it's an artifact. It has some value. Right. Signal Pest comes out. Well, I guess Vault Scourge comes out. It's not that great. Signal Pest is okay. I'll give you the link in a bit. Let me sideboard first. I'll give you the link. We can board out this mountain. I'm pretty sure it's not a problem. I think I want to board out the Memnites. Actually, I don't really like the cage that much, but yeah. Actually we could board out 2 Galvlasts. Actually, I would rather board out a Galvlast. Like, boarding out the Galvlast, like, it isn't that interactive, but, like, I don't want too many Galvlasts. This way we have 7 color spells. I could, like, play one more Galvlast. One Galvlast is fine, I think. To kind of, like, yeah, get that reach. I think this is fine. Okay, I'll... Pretty sure the video on demand is there. It should be. Videos. Wow. Oh, wow, it didn't load up? That's weird. I did do it yesterday. It's really weird that it's not on video on demand. That is super weird, actually. I'm not sure why it's not up. I definitely streamed it yesterday. Oh, right. I screwed up the title. That's why. I need to edit the... I screwed up the title. Let me... So it's this one. It says that it's Eldrazian taxes, but I screwed up the title totally. Let me just... see if I can edit it. I'll leave it there and I'll see if I can edit it because yeah, for sure it was bad to do that. I forgot to edit the title before streaming. This hand is obviously a mulligan. This hand is awkward. It does have like Platine and Ravager, and the cage is okay when we're both short carded. The Spell Pierce is okay. We don't need Spell Pierce super fast, so we'll keep. Right, so we both kept our hands. Okay, so favorite decks in Modern so far? Anything with Field of Ruin or Spreading Seas. Anything that like... I don't want a second plating. They top though. Anything with Field of Ruin or Spreading Seas has been awesome. I've also liked, let me see out of the decks I played. I like Ponza better than I think I should have. I liked Merfolk. So out of the decks I played, Grixis Shadow is powerful, it was just the metagame was bad. I think the deck's still good. Blue-Red Storm is probably good, I just didn't play it well. I love Band Nightfall, but I don't think it's that great. Blue-White Control was awesome. Grixis Control was fun, Dread was awful, Eldrazi Trump was awful. Mono Blue Merfolk was good, Blue-Red Breach was awful. Elf was pretty decent. Gristle Shoal, I don't think the deck is good, but we did go 5-0. Black White Eldrazi was okay. Counters Company was okay. The question, do you play much Legacy? Let me think here, by the way. Pretty sure I should just play Test. I don't play that much. I play like 3 or 4 tournaments a year max. I do like Legacy, it's just I don't play that much. That's all. Right, so Citadel is interesting. Let me think here. This is a tough turn because, like, basically, what do I want to get Eden? I guess the Ravager would be better here to play out. Since it's a creature and we need something with fast the next turn, yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Like, it was my bad. That was totally my bad, so I'm sorry there. Right, so Ravager resolves. Potentially. Yeah. My opponent has rejection, and this is going to be awkward overall. Opt? Okay. Opt is fine. If they have Spell Snare, then it's okay, because we can cage. Spell Snare is awkward, but we can cage next turn, and not run our plane into a Snapcaster Mage. Actually, that was an error. I maybe should have played cage on turn 1, because now they're going to get a card off this Snap. What is this? They just fetch right away, but What decks do I normally play in Modern? I play Grixis a lot, Grixis Shadow a lot. They could snap here, so we're just gonna cage. Oh wow, they let this resolve. Okay. That's a good sign then. I guess we're gonna go with Steel Oris here. Our opponent has Electrolyze, this is just awful, but at least they don't Electrolyze our Nexus later. These matchups get really hard post-forward when they have access to cards like this. Gristle Shoulder is probably inconsistent and extremely hard to play, so I wouldn't recommend it to the random person. This Staticaster is just sadness incarnate for us. I think because of this Staticaster, I'm gonna have to board back in a Galv Blast. Not that I could cast anything, anyways. I guess I could play this plating. I don't like cage that much, really. I think I'm gonna board it out when I'm on the play. Like on the draw, it's fine because they're more likely to get to like the mana, like with snaps, but post board, not so much. Okay. So now we're kind of locked by the Staticaster. Only a few outs to her. Really bad. If I put a Snapcaster Mage, it might be correct to just run it out here. No, we don't have to scoop. Why scoop? We have a Galv Blast, we have outs. Like, our opponent's clock is super slow, we get to see more sideboard cards. There's literally no need to scoop. Our clocks are both super high. I don't understand why I need to scoop. I mean, I'm not in good shape, I'll agree with that, for sure. But, right, like, I'll play this draw, man. Yeah, Edge Champion is a good answer too, right? Like, you just go Edge Champion with plating and you're fine. Also now, we can Spell Pierce, worst case scenario, if we draw a good 1 or 2. Like, it's not like what I want to do, but yeah. The clock's at 15-15. Sure, but I have to see it. Like, they don't always have it. Right? Like, this turn, if they had it, they'd play it, but yeah, like, why they would definitely play it because it kills everything. Okay, well, speaking of killing everything, let's ship. I mean, we can counter it. Yeah, that's true. I don't see why we have to scoop. Like, this clock is like the slowest possible clock. We're kind of like locked by this Staticaster, but we also might have boarded out the Masters, which I might have to board in. Right, so we have this Ravager, right? And this Ravager can eat one of the Nexi lands to survive. 1 second. If I play Ravager here, I have to like sack something for sure. I could sack the cage. Sacking the cage is okay. I think sacking the cage is okay. My opponent's already got a Snapcaster out. But they played it out. They might have a second one. Okay. 1 second. I'm definitely running this Ravager out there. It's just what else do I do with it? Eating a land is awkward, but we do have Drum. So I probably would eat the Darksteel. Oh, that's awkward with plating too. I'll probably eat the Darksteel Citadel just because it's less mana this turn. And I don't wanna spend too much mana, just in case. A land is an awkward eat, but we have Drum, so it's okay. I think we can eat the Citadel here. If we draw, if our opponent's not kept Blood Moon in, so yeah. Wait. I agree with Lightning Bolting the Ravager from my opponent's perspective for what it's worth. Because like here, there's not much we can do about the bolts. Because like whatever we do, the Staticaster can eat. We could also make this Ravager a 5/5. But then we're down to like not many cards. Like 5/5 is awkward if our opponent has Snap too. Like I would have to eat like all my lands, and I don't think this is a good enough threat. So I'm gonna just let this bolt crush my dreams. Now we can't stop the combo, but they're at 6 lines anyway, so we were getting quickly to the point where Spell Pierce does nothing. It's a bit awkward to draw both these Pierces, but I think like the card is good enough on average. Whoa. 5 is normally not good for us. Right. Oh, they got it, so... Yeah, they got it. Okay. Fine. Okay, so might have to keep the Golf Blast because of that, is it Staticaster? I don't like Cage now. Yeah, we had Masters too. Yeah, I didn't like Cage. We need the land back too, because I can board out 1 drum maybe. Yeah, drum is not the best with these cards, so 1 drum out is okay. Like, Cage is okay against Snap, but it's not very good against anything else. And it is an artifact, I guess, so it's not that bad. Like, I could board out another 1 drop, I guess a Signal Pest. Actually, maybe that's right, okay. Yeah. I think this is fine. They are playing Anger for Midnight. I'll submit like this, I think. The Golf Blast, I might have to... A Fur Golf Blast would be really hard to slot in, though. We do have Thoughtseize as well against Staticaster, so... Yeah. We have 2 Golf Blasts and a Thoughtseize and Masters. I think it's okay. They only have 2 Staticasters. They only... Or 1 in Angers, so... Ooh. This hand is vomit inducing. Okay, well, this is a really awkward hand. I know the cost of running Cage is low, but the opportunity is low too. This hand's super awkward because we have no colored source, but we have double edge champion, which we can't really protect with the way this is. But I think we'll keep because there's a lot of different cards we could draw that would make this hand good. Ravager might be one of them. This is a 6-carder. I don't want to mulligan 6-carders that can win the game. This hand can win the game. Ravager is okay. Yeah, Ravager's okay. We just want creatures, yeah. This hand is awkward, but we don't have to jam our turn-free champion too. Like we can just figure out when to do it. I could have also waited on Ravager. Spell Snare kind of gets me anyways, but I could have waited on Ravager so that if my opponent has Bolt, it doesn't. They have it. Ugh. Oh well. Right, so Mox Opal's pretty good here, since it allows us to keep Galvast up and Edge Champion becomes good. Right, so now we can play this Edge Champion, which will have Metalcraft because of Mox Opal and Darksteel. That's actually awesome. That Mox Opal was a really good draw, since it's not really killable, along with our Darksteel Citadel. And I can add mana to make one of these a creature if I need it to do so. Yeah. I'm not a fan of mulliganing hands that can win the game on their own, and double edge champions definitely. What is this? Well, 100%. I don't know what counterspell they have here. A Braid. Oh, that's an interesting one. Braid is very interesting. Very bad for us. Very bad. Very, very bad. Because I couldn't use the Mox Opal mana anyways. Like I could animate a creature, but yeah, whatever they got. They're gonna kill this, which is awful for us. I definitely agree with breaking the Mox Opal here. Like it allows them to kill this. I was wondering what they were like trying to respond with here. We didn't have the enchantment in place. We wouldn't have had Metalcraft anyways to animate anything. Their hand is really good though. Spell Snare and a Braid. Jeez. Those are some pretty powerful cards against us. Top. Oh my god. This is awful. Oh, the Madcap Experiment combo? I guess. That's fair. Okay, so... Well, if they have an answer to this champion, they're gonna play it like now. Is this a second Abrade? Lightning Bolt, okay. I'm gonna run plating out there since, yeah, we need like random artifacts that are much harder to kill on their own to make this champion good. Having champion die to Lightning Bolt was kind of a dagger, but I couldn't really have played around with Braid, I think, in that exact spot, so that's fine. I don't like the opt-in of turn from my opponent since they know their top card, unless they really need unless they need both now. I think they should have just not taken 2 damage and drawn the cards, unless like they needed both cards this turn. Like if it was like their 4th land plus Cryptic Command, then I agree with the play. But overall, they're like getting less value by playing. They're definitely getting less value by playing their ops. So it's just like, do you want the velocity or not? Citadel. Citadel would also have been good when we had played as champion, but like now I don't want to run into Cryptic. I'm gonna wait until I draw like a Spell Pierce or something. Like we're gonna die to the combo if they have it anyway, so I just assume they don't have it because we can't beat it. Like this matchup should be really good for them though, because like they're basically a combo deck and like all their interactions relevant against Affinity. Yeah, Snapcaster value, sure. Snapcaster raid, okay. That's more interesting. Right, they get the plate in. We kind of attacked for 1 there actually, that was like damage missed. It's kind of resigning myself to my fate, but that was wrong. Okay, so what is this? Yeah, destroying the box opal, which was also our colored source, was really awkward. Oh wow, that's actually kind of helping us. Why would you keep Blood Moon in? I don't understand. What's the rationale behind keeping this card in your deck? Like, that seems super risky. Like, wow, our opponent just gave us an out. I mean, if they have the combo, we're dead anyways. But like, sure. I could have also like just played plating this turn, but like while they're tapped out, I wanted to do it. Because like these stay artifacts doesn't overwrite that aspect. So it's pro all colors. Yeah. Okay, they don't have the combo because they would have gone for it this turn for sure. Right, so well, they could be worried about creature lens, but their deck has Lightning Bolt and is it Staticaster? I don't understand why you'd be that worried. Let me think. There's no Abrade. My opponent could have a Spell Snare, but would I rather they Spell Snare? I gotta get wrecked by a Snapcaster Mage anyways, or a Cryptic, so I'm just gonna play this plating out. Right. This is fine. This is like, I mean, this is a free turn clock, and my opponent doesn't have an answer to all this stuff. Okay, I mean, sure. Okay, land. Wow, why would you play Blood Moon when you only have 1 blue source too? That seems super loose. Like, you don't have to play your card. You could just decide that it's not good and like keep it in your hand. Because right now it's actually better for me that it's in play than for you. That's unreal. Right, so now we cast this Steel Overseer. And we have access to Gal Blast, which is super, super nuts. I have to figure out when I'm doing the Gal Blast. Oh. Staticaster. Staticaster is annoying because it kills the Overseer, but I may not even Gal Blast Staticaster here because I don't really care. It's more annoying because it deals 1 less damage. Like, them untapping with Staticaster is a non-issue. Yeah, there's not much I could have done to prevent that, and it was definitely correct to play the Overseer here. So now I have to hope they don't have the combo. But like, do you see what I mean? Like with this opt? Like, if they didn't have like the combo, unless it didn't seem like they needed a tempo either. So it just seemed like they used up their op, and like, I could guarantee you that if they had not played this awful Blood Moon, then they could have like opted and like got into. I was really shocked when they played Blood Moon. I was like I looked at this board and everything. I was like, actually, I would cast Blood Moon if I had it. And my opponent cast it. I was like, really? Okay. Our opponent basically gave us that match, I'm pretty sure. Like, we were super far behind, and... Like, I mean, I couldn't really play around a break, because if they run it, they run 1 or 2. So, yeah. That was kind of shocking. Yeah. That Blood Moon was just so bad. Like, I think it was wrong to keep it in, and then it was even worse to double down on that and play it. I think it's fine to, like, miss sideboard. Magic's a hard game, but I think it's more, like, you're gonna miss sideboard when you play tournaments. That's always gonna happen. There's no way, like, you're gonna sideboard perfectly. But when you do, like, it's okay to, like, sideboard wrong, draw the card, go, like, this is actually awful. Look at the board saying, go, like, I can't cast this card because it's gonna be worse for me than for my opponent if I actually, like, play the card from my hand. One of the key skills is to realize when you're wrong and not doubling down on that mistake. That's another one of PvP's best articles. Turn 1 Pivy Needle named Flooded Strand Blood Moon locked himself. Like, yeah, no, like, stop, like, stopping the creature lines is fine, but, like, you're playing, like, I would stop them, like, if you had no answers, but you're playing a deck with Lightning Bolts and a Braid and Is It Static Caster? Like, you're pretty well positioned already against these cards. You don't need to, like, do much, like, your deck already works against them. You don't need to do more work. Like, your deck already does all the work for you. Yeah, like, of course, like it sometimes shuts down, like, the Blood Moon from Affinity shuts down your creature lines, but, yeah. Oh, we're against Jeff Hoogland. Okay. He usually plays, like, nonsense, right? Anyways. I think I keep this hand, because it has Welding Jar Ravager, but it needs help. Oh my god. I hate vocal songs when we're in stream. This is a hard keep, because we don't have, like, blue mana for Master either. We're on the play, though. We don't need much for this hand to be good. I think we keep, yeah. There's a lot of, like, cards we could draw that are good. Any other of the 2-drops is really good. Anything that's high impact would be good. I think we keep. It's close, though. I think we keep because we have Welding Jar to protect our Ravager. If they go, yeah, okay. We're gonna go for Blink Moth, Welding Jar. Oh man, more vocal songs. I don't think the vocal songs are bad. They're just not songs I want while I'm streaming. Cause, like, yeah. Okay, Breeding Bowl. There we go. Nonsense, totally. No, it's not an offense to him. Like, I think it's actually admirable to play cool decks in Modern. It's just, like, you know you're not playing against Grixis Shadow when you're playing against Jeff Hoogland on, like, online. That's kind of what I meant. Our hand is not that great here. Otherwise, though, he's on Shahili combo. Okay, I can't believe we're playing against Shahili combo twice. That's actually unreal to me. What the hell? Is he on stream? I don't want to scout him. Like, if he's on stream, I'd want to replay this match later and understand what just happened. Like, why would you ever concede in this spot? I have no information on your hand. Like, there's nothing I can do that, like, helps me go, like, you know what? This Ravager should be, like, an 8/8. Or, like, I should, like, blink buff you out. So, like, even though you're, like, weak to one of these, like, there's, like, zero info I have. And Welding Jar, like, removes it from combat. So I think that's, like, way hasty. Okay, he's not on stream? Okay, that's fine. But I just, yeah. He does a lot of instant conceding when it's a donator's deck list. I haven't donated, so... I don't understand. Like, I mean, I just went Ravager on turn 2 and some zeros. Like, it wasn't, like, so good. Okay, Masters are bad only. Cage stops Evolution. That's good enough for me. Actually, it only stops Evolution. And they poured in a bunch of artifact removal. Yeah, maybe Cage isn't so good. It stops Renegade Rallier too, right? And they play 4. Okay, because it stops Renegade Rallier... Actually, they can get a land back, right? Yeah. He plays Court? Okay, yeah, that's enough for me. We want the Dispatch. We want the Fotsies. We probably want these Aether Grades. We don't want Blood Moon. Okay, so... my opponent boards in Stony Silence, but I don't think there's much I can do otherwise. Because, like, I'm not boarding in this Wear Tear. Right, Mem Knights are bad. I keep saying Mem Knights are bad, but make them wrong. They feel bad. Okay, so... Dispatch. I definitely want the Dispatch. How many colored spells is this? 7, 8, 9? Okay, that's like the maximum. Because we have Gal Blast, I can't cut one of these mountains. 1 second. Yeah, Grid is awesome. Like, Grid is clearly a good card. I have 30 seconds, I have to figure it out. I kind of want to cut another land. I always do. I would probably cut this Blink Buff Nexus. We need to cut 2 more cards, damn it. Maybe Signal Pest, because they could have flyers. We don't want to cut any of these. Oh my god. Welding Jar is pretty good against them. I need to cut something quickly. I'm gonna cut a second Signal Pest. I don't know if that's correct. I was down to 4 seconds. Oh, well, this is a mull. This hand does nothing. Oh my god, this hand is... Ugh. I would keep this hand with a colored source. Because you have 2 Darksteels and Aether Grid and Fotsies. Without a colored source, this hand is really bad. Oh my god. What do we have? 4 Opals, 4 Drums, 4 Rainbow Lands, and Mountain. That is way too low. We're at 6 though. This... Like, if you ever time out sideboarding, it just goes to your main deck configuration. Any, like, sideboarding that you don't submit, like, just goes to whatever you had main deck. I don't think I can keep this. I think, like, if I had a colored source, this would be a really easy keep. But... And Aether Grid is really good against what I'm playing against. But... this hand is... I know this hand's bad, but we have, like, 2 Scries. I'm just thinking, like, how much better is a hand at 5 gonna be? Like, Fotsies in combo decks like this is super powerful, and this is a really good effect. I'm just gonna do the math quickly. I think, like... Yeah. No, like, look. I'm just doing the math on, like, the colored source set. We have 13. I'm pretty sure I want a mulligan. I just like checking and thinking, so it's 41. Right, so it's that. It's 4 minutes there. We're playing Affinity, so math matters. Because remember, we're mulliganing to 5. That's the... I'm okay with mulliganing to 5. It's just I'd rather not mulligan to 5 if I think my odds are better with a hand. So we're 43% to get there. Yeah, colored sources. Because we have Blink Moth Nexus, we can Springleaf Drum Fotsies. So a colored source is totally fine. A Springleaf Drum is fine. What else could we draw? Well, right, but we have 2 Citadels with this Aether Grid. That's why I'm considering the keep. It's like the double Citadel as well. Work really well with Aether Grid. We have playing next. This. Trying to wonder what 5 is better. I'm gonna lose keep. That keep was super loose, but there's a like I was also thinking I could draw like some 1s and 2s that wouldn't be so bad to play here. Over out, right? Okay, so Right, like even an Ornithopter might be okay later. We want to cast the Ornithopter, and we're definitely playing Plane next turn, so we can go for Citadel here rather than Nixus. Yeah. If we draw Mox Opal, like, we're in really good shape. Okay, so if we don't, we're in bad shape, but yeah. The hand was really close. It's closer than it looked. Cobra? Okay, we're basically dead. Like, I figured Thoughtseize would be pretty powerful. Oh my god. There we go, Spire. The only question is, do I Aether Grid first or Thoughtseize first, but they missed their land drop, so I want to Aether Grid and stop potential nonsense. This is why, I mean, I know they missed the land drop, but like, these decks can keep land light hands, and we have Thoughtseize. Right, now we're Stony Silenced, so we get punished for the plating not, but yeah. Right, so now I can Thoughtseize using black. Right, this is the other reason to keep this hand, is it beats Stony Silence, a non-0% of the chance. Okay, so opponent's hand is a lot of different nonsense. They didn't have a fetch land, so unless the voice, what's the voice? The voice is free times. The ralliers are, there's 2 ralliers. If there was only 1 rallier, I would probably take the ralliers. Let me think here. My opponent's hand is super resilient. Eldritch Evolution's never getting fired. Like, 1 second. I know they can get Kataki or Reclamation Sage, but not if they have 0 creatures in play. Because, like, we're gonna play... We still haven't played a land, so I can play Darksteel Citadel, and that gives me 2 Darksteels and the Ornithopter Plating. Actually, I could, like, tap... I don't have the mana, sorry. So I can't play Ravager this turn. Let's see. So I played Darksteel. That's 2, 4. That's 2 damage. Voice is probably the worst card for us here, along with Renegade Ralliers. Oh, so yeah. Thanks, by the way, for the kind message. Like, I'm glad that you're enjoying the recorded videos, and that you got to tune in live for a bit. Okay, this is actually, like, this Thoughtseize was pretty bad. Like, if I had seen my opponent's head, I would have played Ravager rather than Thoughtseize, but, you know, hindsight 2020, all that stuff. Rallier requires the most help. Witness is not very good. I could just get the Evolution just to make sure my opponent can't really get there, but they can, like, easily voice with what they have here. If they voice, then... Yeah, because we can't really kill voice easily, and I have to kill Cobra, so I'm going to take the voice because it's the most awkward card for me. Right, so... Right. If our opponent has Rallier, it's kind of awkward, of course, but yeah. Okay, Oath. Thankfully, okay, so they're gonna Oath, and they have like a ton of potential cards here. Yeah. Why else wait? Yeah, he probably took that with Stony, but like, I mean, for our keep, it was okay. So our opponent is gonna probably activate Renegade Rallier next turn. So yeah, can I? Yeah, sure. The good news is with Ravager, we can start being ludicrous. Right, so Arcbound Ravager. Right, so now we have 6 artifacts, so we can kill Rallier. Oh, that was maybe a mistake. Oh no, our opponent could have cast Voice this turn, so taking the Voice was correct. Because it's the highest tempo play. So like, taking the Voice was definitely correct. Because like, no matter what, yeah, it's gonna come back. Oh, I guess they could get Dryad Arbor. Oh, okay, well, no, that's fine. Right, so you Renegade Rallier. That's not fine, but it's what it is. I can't. Yeah, right. Getting back Windswept Thief, that makes sense to me. I like that play a lot. That's the most sensible play. Because then you can, like, eventually get to... Oh, wow, right. So my opponent's going to, like, evolution into something awful. What the hell? Yeah. I know this one, but yeah. Yeah, so... Should I have taken the evolution? I think this is fine. Right, so... Right, so we have to kill this. Because our opponent can keep priority, which is super awkward. We also... Yeah, we have enough artifacts to kill Rallier and deal our opponent 1 damage. If we draw Cage, we're actually in great shape. Cage or Fotsies would be total nuts. Dispatch? Dispatch, this is the problem, is our opponent can do it without priority, but at least Dispatch gets rid of anything. But my opponent's probably going to get Acidic Slime and kill this. Oh yeah, there's the enter the battlefield trigger. That's a good point, yeah. But they could get, like, Voice. Oh, that's okay. Okay, so... Let's figure this out here. What do I want to do? I could activate Nexus and attack for 1. Oh my god, which Nexus was first? Oh my god, I hate this so much. One second. Because, like, it doesn't show the friggin' Summoning Sickness. Newly controlled. Okay, that's fine. This is the newly controlled one? Okay, yeah. So, we're gonna add mana. And this is the old control one. Okay, then we're gonna animate Nexus. Yes. And I'm gonna attack for 1. And then I still have free pings here, so... I'm not going to tackle Ravager since that's losing a ping. Okay, so opponent attacks with Windswept Thief. Or sorry, they crack with Thief. That's fine. Alright, sure. So, yeah. Right, they crack their Heath again. What is this? Acidic Slime. Man, our opponent top decked it. Our opponent had no cards and they just... Oh my god. I don't know against this. Acidic Slime is super bad. I can't even, like, state how awful it is. For us. Let me think here. I have to think carefully because... That can also get evolutioned. We still have Gal Blasts in the deck, but I can only attack for 1 with these Blink Moths. Like if I dispatch this, then I gain some damage. Let's see. If I dispatch this, my opponent goes to 6, 5. Yeah, that's it. Just try to top deck the Gal Blast. So dispatch the Acidic Slime. Yeah, and then deal all 3 to face. Alright. Okay, so now the slime kills it. Oh, wait, that's not what we're looking for, sadly. Well, I mean, it animates a Nexus, so it's not super bad, but it's clearly not what we were looking for. Now our opponent can... Well, they can't Renegade Rallier. They could E-Witness and then get a Fractus. So, yeah. That Acidic Slime top deck was kind of nuts, because, like, any E-Witness or Renegade Rallier we could have responded to with our plating. Yeah. Yeah, I can't believe we also played against this deck twice. It's kind of nuts to face Acidic Slime twice. Although the other time it was not very relevant, because our opponent, yeah. I thought, like, this is the main reason I had kept this hand was, like, Stony Silence, I guess. Like, it's a... Like, you need hands that can win on their own or beat Stony, so yeah. I mean, it's a 5-match league. You could face anything. But we faced like twice the stack, which is whatever. We shouldn't have run against a blue-red player. I think if that blue-red player like did not play Blood Moon, they would have won that match. But they played Blood Moon. I don't know why. Well, no, creature lands, right? Yeah, I know why. Just saying that. Like this whole match, I probably played incorrectly. Like, if I had quit plating to Ornithopter at some point, I would have been ahead. But I really wanted to kill these Lotus Cobras. Really wanted to kill them. Turned out, like, yeah, and I wouldn't have had the mana because we only had Spire and Blink Moth for a long time. Yeah, this evolution shitty. Our opponent should get a Fractus here if they want to survive, because I don't think anything else does the trick. Since they need to evolution, and they could Horizon Canopy and Renegade Rallier back. Cobra? No, they need a land. So yeah, they take damage from doing. They go to 1. Like if I miss the point of damage at some point, I'm gonna be pretty awkward. That's pretty awkward. I hope I did not miss the point of damage somewhere. But yeah, my opponent's got like mana and tons of stuff to do. So yeah, that slime was kind of annoying though. Like I think because of the way Rallier and Witness work, we would have easily been able to. Because like Rallier would have needed like something to die, so it would have been like. So we would have been able to kill it with the Aether Grid. So the slime was really good for them. I don't think I missed damage. I hope I didn't anyways. I mean, there was like the turn I missed with the plating, but yeah. Oh, they're drawing a card. That's gotta be... That's gotta be good, right? Okay. Lotus Cobra? Okay. We need to draw Blink Moth, Gallop Blast. We don't have a dispatch anymore. Well, anyways, like the ground creatures. Gallop Blast, dispatch. Oh, we don't have Masters. Yeah, Masters are bad against him, so it made sense to board them out. Would have been good here, anyways. Oh, we boarded out of Blink Moth too. Jeez, False Courage. No. Oh, now we know. Well, we're not playing this Vault Scourge. I'm pretty sure of that much. Yeah, we don't have lethal, but yeah, and our opponent's gonna get a Fractusk. It's actually really hard because I know they're gonna get a Fractusk, but yeah, I think shutting down fetch lands is the right line. It doesn't shut down fetch lands, by the way, because. Yeah, they're gonna just get a Fractus. Yeah. We could attack with the Ravager here. Yeah, it puts a counter on the Ornithopter. That's the right line. I could have also like played Vault Scourge and done this, but yeah. Yeah, so they block, our Ravager counter goes to Ornithopter. Yeah. I don't care if they get Sage. I don't think they have time for Sage. So, yeah, they're gonna get Fractusk here. I assume they have Fractusk. Like, they have it in their board for sure. And I assume he boarded it in, because... Or Obstinate Baloth, like... There has to be a Fractus somewhere in there. Can't imagine, like, that not being the case. Right, so where we right in not taking... I think we would have lost to the voice value if we hadn't taken the voice. Alright, so my opponent gets this. This is bad. They get Fractusk. I suspect I could be very wrong, but they are at 1. We still win with a top deck Gallop Blast. The game was interesting, if nothing else. I thought the keep was like super risky. It kind of panned out okay. Cause like, you know. I thought like the Aether Grid was worth a lot, and I was kind of right. Why did we not play Scourge? I wanted to attack for 1 more damage. That might have been wrong though. Remember the Dark Steel Citadels don't work because they have Stony Silence for them. Like, So I'm not sure it was correct to not play the Scourge still, but because like but like I could have played Scourge anyways because I take no damage from it with a plan to like have it here and Ravager the counter onto Scourge. So I could have done that. That could have been totally okay. Oh, it just conceded. Holy shit, we 5-0'd. We 5-0'd! Yes! Wow, they went for Eldritch Evolution and lost. That's unreal. How? Like, they must have had a Fractus left in their deck somewhere. Like, why would you put Fractus Scout? It's like Affinity, yeah. No, it's in the main deck. He probably boarded it out. Oh, wow, that's unreal. Holy shit, we got a trophy. Yes, yes, yes. That was great. Affinity. Yes. Okay, let's open our war chest. Well deserved, well earned. Very lucky. Totally not punished for keeping a totally horrible hand. It's all good. It's all great. I don't know why it gave me that. Okay, so I'm gonna open all of these because, yes. He just played Eldritch Evolution, looked at his deck, and went, I lose. Okay, so we got 75 play points, which is okay. We have 16 chests. 16 is a lot. We're looking for a lot of value. We have garbage. Pretty sure Conflux is garbage. It's a cool card, but Conflux from Conflux. Yeah, not worth much. This isn't worth much. The Wooded Foothills is really cool, so that's nice, but it can't be worth that much. Oh, it's 11 tickets. Okay, that's a good one. Remember that selling our chest is like 32, so far we're still like 14-ish down. This is bad. Wait, Balan Wandering Knight. That can't be good. Like, if this was a real life card, it might be worth something, but yeah, it's worthless. I might actually have already one. Imperial Seal. Actually, wait. I know Imperial Seal online can't be worth that much. Yeah, it's not worth much. Imperial Seal is like 0.85 tickets, so yeah. Ruby Medallion. What the hell is that from? Tempest? Okay, so that's the commander version. So it's okay, Ruby Medallion is like a ticket. We haven't had luck on our treasure chest except for that one we opened with, like, the one we opened with Chandra. Shallow Grave? Shallow Grave has like a combo in Legacy, but Mirage Rares are not worth that much most of the time. Yeah, it's worth a ticket. Spying, okay, now we're like the garbage unless I've opened like one of the like yeah, we did not open one of the what do they call, like curated cards, I think. Like sometimes you get that Hydroblast. Yeah, so we're down on the chest, but it's fine. We still like 5-0'd. I'm more than happy for that, so yeah. Whoa, wait, I haven't seen this card. This doesn't look like a Magic card. It's cat. This looks auto-genned. Cats you control have protection from rats. At the beginning of your end step, target opponent creates a black rat with Death Touch, and whenever a rat dies, you put a counter on each rat. Okay, so that's like a multiplayer card for sure. Like, you just let everybody else like be sad. It is not worth much IRL, and I expect it's worth even less online. Yeah, it's worth 0.02 ticket, so it's worthless. It's really cool, but it's worthless. Boon Reflection is worth a lot IRL, right? Like the Shadowmoor rare, because like it's like in IRL like Boon Reflection is worth $7, but online it's worth 0.02 tickets, like 2 cents. It's all fine. It's all fine. Okay, so let's go back to the list. Changes I would make. It's really awkward when you win, like go 5-0, because then you're like, well, the deck was great because I didn't lose a match, so it must be It must be awesome. No, I don't think we're gonna go for that line. We're gonna try to make it one. So I didn't play the Thoughtcast version. I like the 2 Master main deck. I think that was a good number. The 2 Mend Knights were fine because you're always boarding them out. The mana base, I think I wouldn't change. I would probably have... I would like search space for a 4th edge champion, so... Wear Tear was fine. Like, you can board it in more matchups because it's, like, versatile. I liked... This is a lot of freeze, though. Rule of Law, we just didn't face the matchups for it. I think it's fine, though. I don't know what the silence was for, so I'm going to get rid of it. Yeah, there's a lot of options for Affinity. Just don't board in more than 1 or 2 of each effect. I think the 2 grudges are fine. We just didn't face the archetypes where they're good. I'd probably just do this. Like, just change the champion. I want access to the 4th champion. This is already a lot of free, so I would, like, try to get a 3rd Master of Ethereum, but, yeah. Like, you could play free Masters main deck and an extra edge champion on the board, but then you'd have to board out something. I think the 1 mana interaction spells are good, though. Yeah, Stubborn Denial is wrong, because, like, Stubborn Denial is worse when you're doing wrong. Like you want Spell Pierce. I don't know. The ones I would least... I like this, and I like these. We just didn't face the matchups. I think 1 cage is fine. I'm not sure about these 1 mana interaction spells. I think the Fotzies has felt very fine. Just more for the information what they had. Spell Pierce is... I guess if you wanted to cut a card, it cut a Spears. Yeah. Stubborn is better if you have Masters of Ethereum. But if you have 2 like this, then Spell Pierce is better. I'd probably run this. Yeah. I think, like, Affinity is only so customizable main deck. And post-board, it's very changeable. I like the version, though. Like, here's the thing. Like, I think like this deck comes down more to play and experience and knowing the matchups and what you should try to do than your actual, like, fundamental 75, as long as you play, like, 4 opals. Like, as long as you play the obvious 4 ofs and, like, your list is, like, fine, then you're fine, yeah. So, yeah, Master is better when there's a lot of Tron decks. So, like, I could totally see you running a 3rd Master. If you were going to run a 3rd Master, then you'd have to cut, I think, a Galv Blast, to be honest with you. Yeah, I would want to cut a Collared spell if I ran the 3rd Master. I know the mana doesn't work quite the same, but yeah. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, I think that kind of does it for Affinity. I thought that like, the deck is still good. Like, it's still a good modern deck. It always has been. It always will be. It's like less. It's like better or worse positioned over time, but it's always a good deck. Like, if you're an Affinity player, like, it's really hard to say that you're not gonna at least have a good shot in any tournament you play. By the way, somebody said, like, Affinity never wins because people, like, you face people who don't want to lose and they have Shadowstorm and Ancient Grudge. So a little bit about that. It did win a GP last year. It won 2 GPs last year, actually. Sorry. San Antonio and GP Vegas. So, like, the deck was totally fine. Still is. The thing is, like, you just don't have as many of these, like the Snapcaster decks are having a resurgence, which is super awkward. And that's actually more worrying for me because, like if people, like, put in 2 Grudges or, like, 2 Creeping Corrosion or whatever and call it a day, like, you can still win. Like, if they board in, like, 2 Stony Silence or free, you can still win. As long as their strategy doesn't fundamentally beat you. Like, if they go, like, Stony Silence, Lingering Souls, then yeah, that's bad for you. Because they're covering, like, kind of all bases. But if you go, like, if they, like, just have Stony, but their match, but, like, the rest of the deck isn't engineered to beat Affinity, you're in good shape. So, like, I like, say, combo, like, spell combo, where, like, you know, if your opponent just plays free Rule of Law, like, okay, well, you're done, right? But with Affinity, like, the hate, they have to have enough pieces of hate, like, at least 5, if not 6. Or 4 if their, like, deck is engineered to, like, have a really good matchup. Right, so, yeah. I think that kind of sums it up with Affinity. I think it's just a good deck. Like, yeah. It's good to start the new year with 5-0, though. Right foot. The best foot forward. We have Jeskai Tempo tomorrow, so I'm looking forward to playing a deck that I played 5 years ago and hasn't really improved tons since. I am joking. Search for Kenta and Spellcrawler are insane cards, but I love those decks. Like, Jeskai Tempo is, like, one of my favorite decks in Modern. I just don't think it's that great. But I really love it. So I'm gonna have a ton of fun tomorrow. So hopefully that'll be a really entertaining stream. Yeah. So yeah. So I'll stream tomorrow. Just got tempo. Do give me a follow if you haven't. Since I'm still doing the month for Modern, we have done 18 decks, so there's only 12 left. 12 is still a lot. 12 is still a lot of decks. I'm glad we got through like the bad internet eventually. The first part was just awful, but yeah, whatever. Okay, it's fine. So on that note, thank you so much for watching. Give me a follow again if you haven't. And otherwise, oh yeah, I am looking to like do a few things. So like if you have ideas of extensions and stuff, I'll do my own research. But if you know some stuff, that would be good for you as viewers to watch. That'd be awesome. You should also. The other thing, there were 2 more things I was thinking of. I'm also possibly gonna start doing reruns before my live stream starts from tomorrow. So I'm gonna experiment with that. So the idea is to like start the stream, like start running a vodcast or like a replay, like when I get up. That is roughly equal in length to before my live stream would start, so you get to see the full like stream if you hadn't watched it before. And then I would like at the end of it cut and start the live stream. So hopefully, like I know like some of you have like seen a lot of my streams. I really appreciate people have been regularly watching. But like I hope that gives an option for people that like jumped in a little later and haven't seen as many of the streams, and maybe like especially for people from Europe. I don't think most of them. I think most of them are like asleep now, but for people from Europe, I think that'll be good. Oh, spoilers today? Okay, I can talk about spoilers. That's not a problem. I can give you like a super quick review of the day's spoilers. So we'll do Rivals of Ixalan spoilers quickly. We'll start with the bottom and I'll go up. I'll do all of them first, and then I'll do the last message I wanted. Okay, that's bad. Cool. Okay. So right. So Cinder Barons, whatever. Like, I mean, if you need that extra tap line in the format. Like these are all the like Planeswalker deck cards, so they're clearly going to be worse. 5-mana Disintegration that gets a bad Walker is probably not going to see play, but possibly. 2 for 2, no. 6 mana, like no, this is not. No, this unless there's like a pirate I don't know of that wins you the game when you return it. I don't think so. Vraska Scorn is obviously bad. Yeah, and Vraska Scheming Board. Like, all these cards are not seeing constructive play. The Immortal Sun is, like, the first interesting card. I think the Immortal Sun will see play. I just don't know in what. A Braid is still in the format, so I don't think I'll see play for a while. Because the Braid is omnipresent in red and in energy. So you're probably not going to see the Immortal Sun for a little while. And it requires a specific type of deck. It's potentially good from some of the control decks, but all of them run Torrential Gearhulk, so I think for now, this is probably not going to be good. That's my view. I think it's a really good card for rotation standard. So I think this card is not going to see much play, but it'll see a ton of play next year. Gleaming Barrier. I love that this card is finally a card that doesn't make you want to attack in Ixalan Limited, because, my god, everything wants to make you attack it. This is a nice pace of change. Obviously not a constructed card. I mean, it is a 0/4 that, like, ramps you, but probably not. Like, it doesn't ramp you. Like, yeah. The Hook. I guess it's a good... The equip cost is super low, so I could see it as, like, a sideboard option for certain decks. Like... The equip effect isn't that bad. The unattached is bad, but like, how often is that gonna happen without you wanting it? So maybe this will see like some constructive play. Probably not though. Awakened Amalgamation is probably not gonna see any play. Basically compare this to what's it called, Woodland Wonder, and it's just not good. Vault of Captalan, so Storm of the Vault. This card's super cool. It might see play, but most likely won't. But if it sees play, it'll be broken. But I don't think this card is really going to make much of a splash. Kumena's interesting. Might be a reason to run Green Merfolk. I think the worst mana base still makes you not want to do so. in Constructed, I don't think you'll make Merfolk playable on its own. You'll need actual lords, I suspect. Tapping 5 on tap Merfolk is a big cost. Like, not being able to attack is bad. So like, if I played this in Merfolk, like the modern version, like it would be for the second ability. Because the first ability you don't care about because of Spreading Seas and Lords. So it would really be for that draw card ability. But then you're not attacking. So probably not seeing Constructed play. But people will try it. And I would suspect that like some people will try 1 or 2. Journey to Eternity. Very hard to build around. I don't know. I don't think I'll see play in Modern. Where like you're more likely to get a target for it. Like we don't like you would need a creature that sacks itself. And that's the main problem. Like I don't think it's logical to play this card and like not have the creature sack itself. I don't think like you can deal with a tempo loss. If you flip the card though, it's unreal. So like I guess in Modern you could play like some random Circular Tribe Elder value deck, but I don't see it really. As good Tensio will really see Constructed play. The Planeswalker, it's 5 mana. Probably not though. It just like doesn't really do that much. Yeah. Oh, deck list. The deck list you can still see like on the right hand side. I'm talking about rival spoilers right now. Thrashing Bronzodon will see play. It's a free 4 for free, which is a really big body, and the secondary effect is very relevant. So this will see play in some form or fashion. I don't know where, I don't know when, I don't know like what the deck is, but it will see play. The double green is actually a pretty big restriction cost though. Tendershoot Dryad is kind of cool. Might see play. Depends on what the format's like. Because if like people play pushes and stuff, this like, but like the problem with this is I'm comparing it to like Glorybringer and cards like that, and just yeah, might be. I don't think so though. It is at the beginning of each upkeep though, which does make it much better. So yeah. 12/12 Trample. This might see play because the removal right now, apart from Salad Wreckage, doesn't really deal with this very efficiently. So actually, the energy deck might be super cold to this card. Because they play Harness Lightning, but apart from that, there's not much that kills this, so this is a really big card. Like, Kalta might see play. Like, what do you need? Like if you go Cub, if Cub survives, you probably win anyways, but what would you need? Like, 2 Rogue Refiners would make this like a 12/12 trample for 6. That's a totally realistic scenario. So, like, it'll probably see play. People will attempt. Enter the Unknown, I thought this card was like super gamble and everything. Vraska, sure, but like they still have to run it. This also beats Scarab God because they can't like, well, kind of. Like if they can't kill this, it beats Scarab God. If they can, it's fine because it's a 4/4, so whatever. Enter the like the thing is like the way people run removal, it's very conditional right now. So Enter the Unknown, probably not good at all because you need the target creature. You can't like just go green use. You have to have a creature. And because you can't just go green use, then yeah, it might see some limo play, but like, I think this is gonna lead. This is bad and limited, but it's gonna lead to those dumb games where like somebody gets there with this and crushes you. Swaggering Corsair is another card I hate because it makes you want to attack. At least it's red. Like the Frilled Death Spider and Swaggering Corsair are aggressive cards, but at least they're like red, so it's okay for them to be aggressive. But yeah. Form of the Dinosaur might be one of the coolest cards I've seen in a long time, but because the effect is mandatory, I don't think you'll see too much Constructed play. It might though, like, if your life total can go up to 15, that's actually a really powerful effect. So, it might see play. I would like cards like this to see play because they're super cool. Brass's Bounty is clearly not seeing play. Vona's Hunger will see play. Because like having an edict effect is important. There might not be that much, but it's really good with Torrential Gearhulk. Like an instant sacker creature is like needed in the format. I will see play. Tessimok is like why rating for limited? Like why does this card exist? It's super cool. I don't think I'll see Constructed play though, because like spending a bunch of turns like telling your opponent like your creatures will die, and then they just kill you is not a way to win. Because like it costs 6, which is a long time. Dust Charger is just a limited card. It's full 1 at that. So Gala Adept in standard, like unless there's a Morpho deck, won't see standard play, but obviously it's a great Mario card. Secrets of the Golden City is super interesting. I could see like a deck with a ton of permanents like run this, but they have to be blue based. It's a lot harder than like double blue is not a small cost. Drawing free for the free is insane though. The River Dart is whatever, and then we have Zetalpa Primal Dawn. 4/8 for 8. This is not a constructed card, but flying double strike, vigilance, trample. Does that have haste? No, it doesn't. I mean, it's big. It's definitely trumping most things. I don't think it'll suit play, but like, man, it's gonna crush your opponent if it does. That kind of sums up the spoilers, though. Otherwise, I'm probably gonna do like a sub emote at some point when I think about it. It'll be based on this card, because you know, it has a certain likeness to it. Yeah. Oh, Godpharaoh's Gift. Oh, you could play like one of that dinosaur in Godpharaoh's Gift because it it's like the 5th Angel of Invention, but I don't think you need it. That's a good shout though, Godpharaoh's Gift. Because like once that's in play, you win. So like 1 or 2 could see play, right? Good point. Yeah, but yeah, I might do an emote around this card because it has a certain likeness for subs or whatever. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, cool. Hope you enjoyed the stream. I know like half people left because like, you know, there's no games of Magic. I totally get that. But I hope you enjoyed it. And for those who stayed, I hope you enjoyed the like very quick spoiler review and all that stuff. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, it was awesome. Okay, thank you. Bye bye.